Hello, everyone. Welcome to the 2021 Parkside Wrestling Season Preview brought to you by Hampton Inn & Suites. I'm joined by fourth-year head coach Corey Van Grohl. Now, Coach, let's talk a little bit about last season. We know it ended with a bit of disappointment with the championships getting canceled, but just kind of talk about your team's excitement level getting into the 2021 season here.
Yeah, it's been a crazy semester, a lot of uncertainty, and I'm super proud of our guys and just handling the COVID all semester and being in a situation that we are right now. And practicing normally full team practices type of things, and now we got January 9th, our first competition scheduled, and we're really excited to get going and compete against somebody besides ourselves. It's been a challenging and disappointing end of last year, but we're excited.
And another thing that's a little bit different this year is we have no tournaments or no open dates, really. We're just getting right into a conference dual match season. So talk about how that changes your mindset in practice.
Well, that's one of the challenges is that, and the one thing is the national tournament is an individual all-day tournament, and it's not a dual meet format. So that's a little different, and we won't get this year we won't have the chance to practice like that. We won't have, we can do simulations on our own and practice. But wrestling 3, 4, or 5 matches in a day at an open tournament is something that we won't get this year, period. Plus, we're going to have to, typically in the past, in November, December, we have these open tournaments, and those open tournaments really kind of determine who our starting lineup is going to be. So this past week, we had inter squad and kind of like a simulation tournament to try to figure that out. And so we do kind of have our starters lined up and figured out, but a different way of doing it this year, definitely.
And let's take a look at the roster. We've got a couple guys coming back in Joe Arroyo and Shane Gantz that were ranked in the preseason NWCA rankings. Both of those guys qualified for the NCAA championships last season. So talk to me a little bit about those two guys especially and what they bring to this team.
Yeah, well, they're both our team captains, and 2 of our 3 team captains is Joe and Shane Gantz, and they're hungry, and I think they're hungry just because that's who they are and they want to win. But I think last year stung a little bit, being there and ready to compete and then having that taken away from them. So I think they're both matured over the summer and just have a new perspective on it. And they've taken a really strong leadership role in our team, and I'm super excited to get them out there and see them do what they do.
So of the rest of the returners that are coming back this year, are there any that really stand out to you that are going to look to make a big jump and make a big impact for the team this season?
Yeah, it'd be very interesting. It's going to be interesting. I don't know, but I do think we have some guys in the weeds. And the first guy that comes to mind is Joe Ayala. He had an injury last season and medical redshirted last year, so we didn't get to see him. And he'll be at 197 and he's going to be tough. He's going to be really tough. So I'm excited to see what he brings. And then also kind of a similar story in Francesco Shiro at 141. So both those guys are kind of flying under the radar. No one knows really who they are, and except for me. So I'm excited to get those guys out there, and they're hungry for it too, and good leaders of our program.
And kind of on the other side, we've got a couple of transfers coming in, but a big freshman class that came in as well. So of the newcomers, are there anybody that really stands out to make an impact on the team this year?
So we had that transfer, Ryan Nye, that just recently came in. He's going to be our starting 74 right out of the gate for us, which is kind of exciting for him, and a ton of potential there. But we also have true freshman Ben DeRocher, true freshman Reese Warchek that cracked our lineup. So some really young talent in our starting lineup right out of the gate, but I don't think young should be confused with inexperience, because these guys have won at big stages and been at big tournaments and winning big matches all their life. So I don't think I think they're going to come in and have some good success right away. I'm really excited for their future.
Yeah, and last thing I wanted to touch on is your schedule. We're slated to open on January 9th against Augustana, as you said. And, of course, it's our first year as a member of the Northern Sun Conference, which is really exciting. So talk to me about your schedule. Were there any dual matches that you saw right away that maybe you circled or that you're really looking forward to?
Yeah, I love being the Northern Sun. There's a lot of pros for it, and we are the toughest conference in the country. So very prestigious. But like I said, when we got into this conference a while back, the first thing that always comes to my mind is St. Cloud, because they're the top. They're the ones winning nationals year in and year out, and I think they won 3 or 4 out of the last 5 years. So I mean, we got them coming to Parkside. I think I forget the exact date, but 3-4 weeks into January, we have them coming to Parkside, and they're their number 1 ranked team in the country. They have 4 guys ranked number 1 right now. That's awesome for us, to be able to see that and at home. So yeah, that's something we circle. But they're all going to be really tough duels. They're all really good quality teams that we have on the schedule. 6 duels, 1 a week, and yeah, it's going to be really exciting.
Yep, and Rangers have home duels against Augustana on January 9th, Southwest Minnesota State on January 21st, and then, as Coach just mentioned there, St. Cloud State's coming to town on February 4th. And you can catch all of those home duels on the Parkside Sports Network. And be sure to follow the Rangers on social media, stay up to date with everything that's going on. Coach Van Grohl, that's all I had for you today. Thanks for joining me. Best of luck this season.
All right. Thanks, John.